Meal prep is the bane of my existence. I'm bored. Not good enough. I don't really know who they're targeting here, but it ain't me. My name's Leija. I'm a real-life lawyer, and I'm on a mission to demystify the law and the legal profession. Today I want to try something a little bit different because I think it might be useful to people, and I'm doing it anyway, so I might as well make a video about it. So I'm about to begin my legal career. I'm super excited. I'm going to be working at a great firm, and I'm going to be working many, many hours, and I think I'm going to be a little bit stressed. Also, meal prep is the bane of my existence. I hate cooking. That's not true. I enjoy cooking if it's like I have the time, I'm doing it with someone, it's fun, we picked a new recipe and we're gonna try something fun and exciting. If I'm just bulk cooking and meal prepping so that I can exist for the week without dying of starvation, I'm bored. It's a lot of time. I have hated it since I had to start doing it after I graduated from undergrad. So I've been spending 6 years feeding myself and hating it. I know a lot of people love cooking, so maybe that's a controversial thing to say, but meal prep I hate it. I hate grocery shopping. I hate thinking of new recipes. I hate putting them together. I hate eating the same thing every single day because I made one giant vat of it earlier in the week and I have to just eat it because it's what I have. I know there are more creative ways to do it, but I don't care. I know, it's bad. Obviously, I'm still alive, so I've managed to do it for the past 6 years, but I don't want to anymore. So I'm gonna try to not and see what happens. So there's a number of different meal planning services that exist on the market right now. I have tried ones that send you the box of ingredients and the recipe and then you cook it. Not good enough. That's just doing one step for me, the grocery shopping and I guess choosing the recipe, but I still have to pick that when I'm ordering the box and then I have to put it together and it always says, oh, this will take half an hour. For who? Not for me. Maybe I'm dumb, but it takes me 15 minutes just to read the recipe and wrap my head around it. Then I have to chop things and cook things or bake things, and it's not enough of the steps done for me. So that knocks out a number of services that are on the market currently. So then I was looking at a variety of services that send you meals pre-made. They're like kind of a step above a frozen meal, basically. But also recently I went vegan for a week. Did not make a video about it, should have, and I really enjoyed it. I liked some of the vegan alternatives. I liked having a smaller environmental impact. I liked kind of removing the food I was eating from the animal byproduct production system. I'm not ready to go 100% vegan because I love a good charcuterie board and I want to be able to eat whatever I want when I'm able to travel again at some point in the future and for family gatherings whenever those are possible at some point in the future. So I'm not 100% committed to veganism, but I would really love to eat more vegan food. However, again, this is hard and requires meal prepping and I hate it. So this is what brought me to Daily Harvest because Daily Harvest offers vegan meals that are pre-made. They seem really fresh. They come in a separate container. You just heat them up and then you eat them. And that sounds perfect for me for lunches specifically throughout the week. So I'm gonna break down for you my experience over the next week or so trying Daily Harvest, what I think about the meals, the price points, everything about it, and let you know kind of as a busy new lawyer what my experience is with this service. This is not in any way sponsored by Daily Harvest, so you will get an honest opinion from me and I'll let you know kind of how it goes. To start with today though, I'm gonna order my box. So let's go to the Daily Harvest website. Okay, dailyharvest.com. Oh, daily-harvest.com. Okay, so here is the front of the Daily Harvest website. I believe I have already built out my box, but let's look at the different plans. Okay, so it has you fill out your zip code and your email address, so I'm gonna do that now. Don't look. So you have a few different options. You can get 9 items every week, 14 items every week, which will give you $10 off, or 24 items every week. Jeez, and that'll give you $20 off, or you can do a monthly 24 items. I've chosen the monthly 24 item for a number of reasons. First of all, $20 off. That's pretty sweet. Second of all, it cuts back a little bit on your waste because you're only getting 1 box every month instead of 4 boxes every month. So that's important to me. And that's something I'm going to comment on as well once I get this product is how much waste is it? How recyclable is it? Because there is individual packaging for every single one of those. So that is a concern of mine. I'm hoping because they're like a vegan, healthy food service that they have thought about this. I'll report back. Next, so I've already filled my box here and chosen my things, but let's at least scroll through. So the different things they have are smoothies, harvest bowls, flatbreads, soups, oat bowls, chia bowls, scoops, bites, and lattes. What's a scoop? Oh, ice cream. Wow, okay. Bites are like these little like protein bites. I don't think I'm gonna spend $8 for little little protein bites like that. I can make those at home. Like, I don't want to have to cook, but I can make balls of things, you know? Lattes, not worth it. I don't need it. I drink black coffee straight out of the old coffee pot every day. It puts hair on your chest, and that's the way I like it. Chia bowls, bored, over it. Oat bowls, I don't care. Smoothies, I don't want to pay someone to put a bunch of shit in a cup so that I can put it in a blender. I can do that. That's fine. Harvest bowls and the soups are what I'm most interested in. However, once you click through this, you start to discover that the calorie content and protein content of a lot of these meals is lacking. You know, a lot of the harvest bowls are pretty good, but like if we pull up the spinach and shiitake grits one, which looks great, but luckily they have the nutrition and ingredients listed for everything, which is great. This has 200 calories. It's supposed to be a whole meal, and it has 9 grams of protein. So there's not no protein in it, but 200 calories? I'm supposed to live on that? That's silly. That's silly. So I will say you kind of have to sift through some of these to find something that has the caloric content to be an actual meal. Maybe you eat 6 meals a day and this can be one of those 6 meals. That's a little bit more reasonable, but I'm not that girl. I do think that I will keep on hand like some greens and maybe some pre-cooked frozen quinoa. I can cook a batch of quinoa. I'm not opposed to that. Just so that I can make like a full bowl out of these things, because I feel like I want to be able to incorporate a little bit more greens anyway in my day, and adding a little quinoa is super easy and makes it more into a bowl experience, and I do love a good bowl. So that's something to keep in mind. But I did find that in order to get around the kind of low calorie, low protein issue, they have a filter option up here, and let's see. Yeah, on dietary needs, they have different options, and I picked the high protein option. Then you have a list of the high protein ones, and usually if they're higher protein, they're usually going to have a higher calorie count. Some of these, however, weren't high enough protein for me, so you'll see here I have like 4 of these bowls, 4 of these bowls, and none of these bowls, because they just didn't offer me the calories or protein that I want to have in a meal. So 230, that's not enough. And then if you look at the protein, 13 grams, not horrible, but 230 calories is not gonna freaking cut it for me, all right? So I've already gone through and looked at all of the ingredients here, and I picked out the 24 that I wanted. And these sound really good, like broccoli rice and dill pilaf, hell yeah, I want that. Sweet potato and wild rice hash, fun. Chickpea and za'atar, great. Brussels sprouts and tahini, love it. This all sounds great, I'm excited. So it says $9 per item. So once you fill your box in, you can look at your box, and here's everything that I picked, and then you go to checkout, and that's how we'll find out about the price. Pardon me. So you have 24 harvest bowls at $8.99, and then they give you that $20 discount because you're getting this large box. So your total is $195.76. They have this promo code going right now, HELLO30, so you save $30, $10 off your first 3 boxes, which is pretty good. So that total ends up being $185.76 for 24 meals. Now that's certainly more than you would spend if you were cooking these meals yourself at home, I will give you that. However, the way that I justify this to myself is that if you do the math on the amount of time that you're spending meal prepping, this is a conservative estimate, probably am spending like 2 hours a week meal prepping. If you have to go to the grocery store, you have to look up recipes, you gotta cook this stuff. 2 hours is probably less than what I'm actually spending, but to be conservative, 2 hours. That's 8 hours a month. And if you do the math for how much money you make in an 8-hour workday, does it offset the price of this box? For me, it offsets it enough that this is worth it. And I have been complaining about meal prepping for 6 years at this point, and I think it's a service to everyone around me who has to listen to me to get this. So for me, I think this price is justified. We'll see about the taste, and if it is actually more convenient, stay tuned.
Hi. Very exciting update. Today is the day that the Daily Harvest box gets here. So I will be taking you along for the ride for the unboxing journey. Stay tuned. Here's the freezer situation. Takes up a lot of space. Okay, so first impression, it takes up a ton of space. I have like a giant freezer, and it takes up like 2 shelves almost. The ones at the top of the box were definitely like frozen, but the ones at the bottom had like frost on them. So this thing shipped 2 days ago, and just got to my doorstep and things are still very frozen. So that's good. But it does, those boxes, if you're doing the 24 per month, that takes up a lot of space. So that's something that I hadn't thought about. That is good to know. Might not be feasible unless you have like a chest freezer in the basement or something. Like one of those creepy ones that bodies are held in. So instead of putting bodies in your chest freezer in the basement, you could put your daily harvest monthly order. All right, this is what it looks like without the cover on it. It's got these weird like squares of things that I'm assuming will melt. The bowl is super flexible, which I'm hoping means that it's compostable. But it also said that it is microwave safe, so that's great. So I'm gonna shove this in the microwave for 4 to 5 minutes, like it says on the package, and we'll see how it goes. Hi, it's a beautiful day outside, so I thought instead of sitting at my little dungeon desk, I would take you outside and, you know, try this food in the lovely nature. Okay, so I heated it up. This is, again, the Dill Pilaf. So this is almost 400 calories. I gotta say the portion size is, it's a little small. It doesn't look like a substantial midday meal, which is what I'm kind of more used to. But it is, I mean, it's super green. It smells really good. The dill smells super fresh in it, considering it was frozen 5 minutes ago. It's pretty good. So yeah, let's give her a try. You know, that's really good. It's got dill, it's super fresh, and it's got some sort of like lime or lemon, some kind of zesty acidity to it. The vegetables, they're cut really small, which is, I think, to its benefit, because I think if I think there's broccoli in here, and if that were whole, it might have gotten a little soggy. But the asparagus is like, still has a little crunch to it, which is nice. It's not just all mush. And the flavor is really nice, and it's like salted enough so that all the other flavors are coming out nicely. Huh. I can already tell this isn't going to keep me full for super long though. But I'll keep you posted. Maybe, you know, I'm ready to be pleasantly surprised. Hi, I have to go to a meeting quick, but I wanted to pop on and say, I'm hungry again. Not gonna lie. 360 calories is like, unless you're eating like 6 meals a day, it doesn't make any sense. So like, I'm gonna have to add things to this bowl in order to actually feel satiated for longer than an hour, I think. Like, I'm not starving, but I'm like, I'm tired. And I can tell that it might just be because of like just not having had enough calories. I don't know, maybe if you eat like a bird, it's enough, but I'm a Midwestern farm girl. Like, I don't farm, but like my ancestors were Midwestern farmers, so like I have the body of a farmer, like the thick body of a farmer without any of the skill set, so I need to be fed as such, and that bird food didn't do it. What a beautiful day. Hello. You'll notice my bowl is a little fuller today. I'm doing the same thing that I did yesterday, which was that Dill Pilaf, which you'll remember the bowl was filled to maybe here. Yeah, I was hungry in about 90 minutes. So today, I'm in my house coat because it's very sunny, but it's also cold because it's September and I live in Minnesota. Hair might look a little weird because I have a hair mask in, because when you bleach this much, you gotta keep it moisturized, all right? I'm doing the same thing because for the sake of science, I thought I'd try the same exact meal and just add things and see how long that keeps me full. So I have the pilaf is down here, and then I added like half a cup of quinoa, some hemp hearts for protein, a little vegan parm, because why not, and then like half a cup of fresh greens on top. So I'm gonna mix this all in together and try that. I mean, this is a solid amount of food. I think this will keep me pretty full, I hope, but I'm gonna eat this and then I will report back. So in all, I probably added like $1 worth of food in addition to this, but this bowl itself was already $9. So it's a $10 bowl now. And I still had to do work, and the whole point of me getting this service is that I don't have to do work, right? I think I'll be fuller, but I'm a little mad that I had to do all this extra work, you know? for the price. Because like, to give you context, like when I'm actually at the office and I order food, a lot of times I really like going to Roti, which is like a Mediterranean salad place, and you get a bowl that's certainly more calories than this. Is bigger. It comes with like a falafel or a meat of your choice. It comes with a piece of pita on the side. You get to add all the toppings you want, and that costs $10. So just in terms of the value comparison, I really just think this isn't quite adding up for me. It's good. It tastes really good. Does the taste add enough to the value add for me? No. No, it does not. Okay, so just as an update, it's been about 90 minutes and I'm still full. So the additives seemed to work again. I'm annoyed, but definitely better. I'm not starving. I feel good. My body feels nice. The vegetables were delicious. I got my greens, you know, like it was a healthy lunch.
All right, so it's been a week and I wanted to check in. I have been eating the Daily Harvest meals every day. Here are my thoughts on it. All right, so pros, they taste really good. Like the flavor is there, and I really love that it is vegan. Like I don't have to think about animal byproducts or eating vegan or what I'm gonna have for the week. It's certainly much easier than doing a bunch of meal planning. I really like that the bowl is compostable. I think that's cool. I think they've done some good work around thinking about sustainability in the company. Despite being frozen, the ingredients are really fresh and they came frozen. Like there was no issue with shipping or anything. They did, I think for a meal company, have quite a bit of selection in terms of meal choices. I'm not sure that they change very often, but the selection was pretty broad, which was great. Okay, the cons. Number one con is the portion size. I really didn't think it was gonna bother me. I had a feeling the portion size was gonna be small because if you look on the packaging, like it's hard to find one that's over 350 calories, which is laughable. Like you have to be eating like 6 meals a day for that to be enough for a full meal. I really didn't anticipate how much the small portion sizes were going to bother me. It's just so hard to justify spending $8 or $9 on something that just isn't a full meal. It's not gonna fill you up. And then when you do add enough for it to fill you up, you're adding another $1 or $2 of value onto that bowl. So you're spending like 10 bucks on a bowl that is like frozen and delivered to you. And I could spend 10 bucks just like going out somewhere for lunch, you know? That's my main con. And honestly, it's a big enough con that I don't think I'm gonna keep ordering. It's like the principle of it. It just doesn't make any sense to make a meal service that only has meals that are like 350 calories. Like maybe you're tiny or you have a really slow metabolism or you eat like a bird and that's good for you. I don't know who their target market is though. Like I'm about as average as it gets when it comes to size. I'm really medium sized, I'm medium build, I'm 5'4", I'm just very average. My eating habits are not astronomical, but I also don't eat like a bird, and I feel like I'm just like right in the middle of their demographic, and it just does not fill me up. So I don't really know who they're targeting here, but it ain't me. So I was really excited about the prospect of not having to meal plan, and I'm still excited about that prospect, but it's just not gonna be with this service. If you have any recommendations for services that are plant-based that do meal delivery where I don't have to actually do the cooking and I can just eat it and be happy, let me know in the comments below. So yeah. I'm open to suggestions, but Daily Harvest ain't it. Anyway, I hope this was helpful. Let me know in the comments below if there's something else you want me to try out for a week, and I am happy to do it. If you found this informational or entertaining, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more from me. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye-bye.